sure to vote on your top 2K TV Wow Alley-Oop of the Week. Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the New York Knicks. Looking at New York, they want to turn it around after the loss to New Orleans. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy
Stop
like
it.
this who
A deep blue twilight over Temple Square and the downtown high-rises of Salt Lake City, Utah. It's interconference time. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports. Midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Brig Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. They've definitely started the season right with a hot start.
Right now. Now for the Jazz, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
Hey, I wish I could say I saw it coming, but the truth is there was no way to see it coming. Nothing about this team indicated they'd be where they are now.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Knicks. At a Flalo. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Grant, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Banks against Grant. Pass to Gobert. Here's Burks. Off target from three-point range. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Banks. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Lopez over to help. Clock at 6. Gobert the pass to Burke. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Burke's got 5 now. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Grant kicks to Anthony. Anthony missing again.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now here's Banks. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
And so here is New York following the three-pointer by Utah. Off the screen. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who spoke with Derek Fisher. Doris?
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. And he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
Yeah, and it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, and he made that point very clearly and emphatically to Doris and his players. I think we're going to see an intense defensive performance today.
Now here's Aflalo following the miss by Freak.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
So he gets them both. Knicks trail by 8. They need a good offensive.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Porzingis passes to Aflalo. Lopez a screen. Will it go? And the Knicks miss again. Utah has drawn 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Burke kicks to Banks. Burks in the corner. Back to Banks. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, it gets.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Utah leading by 8. Burke kicks to Favors. Here's Burks. Another shot. To the inside. Banks dishes to Burke. Jazz passing it around. Burks kicks to Banks. Pass to Favors. Banks with the ball. Now Anthony defending. 4 on the shot clock. Banks passes to Gobert. He dishes it to Burke. And at last they get one to fall. Burke's got 10 points. Grant with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
A different look for New York. Leonard comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Kyle O'Quinn in for Porzingis. Now here's Banks. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Dishes it to Burke. Fires from deep. And Utah, another 3.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Grant. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Aflalo, no good. And here's Utah. They're on a 17-4 run. To the wing on the left. Leonard against Gobert. Favors dishes to Banks. Puts it up from 17. That one wide left. Knicks trail by 13. Grant outside. Feeds it to Aflalo. And the three ball is good. Aflalo's got 7. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And Favors kicks to Banks. Back to Favors. And Utah again with the bucket.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Now, here's Grant. He feeds it to Aflalo. No good from outside. Jazz leading by 12. And here is Banks. There's the dish to Burke. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here come the Jazz.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's what we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Favors. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Knicks trail by 14. Grant outside. Kicks to Aflalo. Wide open. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Williams comes with a double team. That's good. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Here's the screen. Follow the pass to O'Quinn. Rebounded by the Jazz. Banks has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Exum kicks to Banks. Takes a 3. And the Jazz another 3.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Grant. Pass to Aflalo. Williams a screen, and the Knicks miss again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Banks, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now, here's Grant. Can they get it? And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. It's the Jazz opening up a huge gap. after this break. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on development.
Yeah, I just want to get better.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he showed. Fairly new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Clutch comes in for Jeff Withey. Alec Burks checked in for Rodney Hood, and it's Burke in for Exum. The Knicks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and Derek Williams subbed in for Anthony. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Grant is out there with a Flalo. Then it's Williams. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Williams at the four-man position. No good from Grant.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz dancers.
Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Jazz, number one.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
The Knicks making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, 5 to shoot, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Here's Burke, 13 points in the game. Right side Banks, clock at 6. Shoots. Favors can't get it to go. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's a Flalo, lays it up and banks it in. Flalo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Kicks it out to Banks. Knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Here's Williams. And, oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow! It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
Grant dishes to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Alec Burks. New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Lopez hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Grant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The free throw drops for Grant. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:29 left to play here in the half. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He had 20 points and was really a dynamic force, finding teammates and playing tough D on the other end. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Leonard on the wing. He kicks it to O'Quinn. 4 on the clock. Hayward with some nice D. Jazz leading by 18. To the middle. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Williams comes with a double team. Jazz passing it around. Burks. They get it back. The feed now to Favors. There's the pass to Burks. To the middle. Banks kicks to Favors. And there's the 3-second violation. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Grant. There's the pick. From deep. And so a pretty lobster. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Banks in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Knicks trail by 16. Grant the pass to Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Gobert. 11th in blocks. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, you try to muscle up shots against him, and it's tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Jazz leading by 14. Burke kicks to Gobert. Outside Favors. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Grant. It's Banks with the drive. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from Banks. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Grant. He has 5. Passes it to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Doubled by Banks. Here's Grant. The shot is off. And it's Utah the other way.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Here's Burks. No good from outside.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Burke's got 15 points.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Lopez. Count the bucket.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Jazz. Exum comes in for Burke. Utah leading by 15. Dishes to Banks. Feeds it to Hood. Back to Banks. Exum with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Grant dishes to Anthony. On the wing of Flello. Lopez a screen. Here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Favors.
Utah foul. Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Jazz, Kristaps Porzingis. At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw for the Jazz. Jeff Withey comes in for Derek Favors. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Banks. And New York with a change here, too. Biombo. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Leonard, he's checked in for Biombo. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Marvin Williams is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Williams in for Grant. Anthony drawing the double team. O'Quinn with it. Now defended by Banks. And he gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Out left to the wing. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Grant comes in for
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Grant outside. He dishes it to Aflalo. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Aflalo's got 15.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Hayward kicks to Banks. Down low. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
On the wing of Flello from downtown. And again, New York with the triple.
Just a little confusion among... the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Hayward passes to Banks. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. For Utah, they have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. That's good from Banks. The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Banks. 23 seconds left in the third. Outside Anthony. Off the mark. And as we conclude the third, dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Utah timeout called.
Jazz shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Bismack Biyombo, Ian Clark out there with Foy. Then it's Anthony. And it's Lopez, and at the center, locking down the middle.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And here's Foy. Anthony left side. All sorts of time. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Goes to Randy Foy.
Here's Burke. Pass to Lyles. Hood kicks to Banks. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez right side. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. To the left wing. Hood dishes to Banks. And there's the pass to Lyles. He feeds it to Burke. Just 3 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Nice shot by Foy.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
A different look for New York. He's checked in for Utah. Then for the Knicks, Leonard, he's checked in for Foy. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And Anthony subbed in for Ian Clark. Anthony kicks to Williams. Second chance shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the numbers for Biyombo, he has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Foy comes in for Myers Leonard, and Ian Clark subbed in for Porzingis. He hits the second from the line. The Jazz have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Hood. Outside Banks. Shot clock at 6. Nato. That's good on the jump shot. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Anthony with it, now guarded by Banks. Nobody near Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Doubled by Banks. And Foy kicks to Williams. Anthony against Banks. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. New York, no good that time either. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. There's a screen. Hood, the pass to Lyles. Outside Banks. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And so it's New York with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Anthony gets double teamed. Biyombo with it, now guarded by Banks. Williams, that's for 2, makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The dish to Banks. Williams comes with the double team, kicks it to Hood. Up top, Banks. Jazz passing it around. Hood dishes to Banks. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Anthony kicks to Williams. Here's Biyombo. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Hood, the pass to Banks. Withy, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Williams sets a screen for Anthony. Here's Biyombo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Banks kicks to Hood. Wide open look. And Utah again with the bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Banks against Anthony. Sinks the 15-footer. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Withy, covered by Biyombo. Off the pick. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Foy, that's good.
Randy Foy. Assisted, Carmelo Anthony.
1:52 left in the game. Jazz have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. The feed now to Hood. Banks against Anthony. 6 to shoot.
Jump ball call.
So it's Utah now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lyles. He squares up and sinks it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on. and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And it always feels good to get that first win in the season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Knicks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Clutch. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Ford. Off the mark and a bad shot there. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark, guarded by Ford. Here's Williams, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Utah.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williams. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Banks. There's the pick. Nato. Off target from three-point range. Williams dishes to Clark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was just trying my hardest to fake out through. A lot of times you can just go through the motions with stuff, but if you work hard to celebrate, you can open up space like I was able to. I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's